guys, Card Bandit here. What I'm going to be going over today is reviewing the Contraband cards. So, let's get straight into this review, guys. As you can see, the front of the box has Contraband written in nice lettering. You've got some very detailed work here. All of this has embossing on it, so embossing around the lettering, embossing on the bottom and the top, just embossing pretty much everywhere on the tuck case, all in sort of a gold foil design. You'll notice that there's actually chains featured all throughout the design as well. Sort of got a pillar design here and here. You've got a rose at the bottom and even a triangle with a semi-moon in there. It says high quality playing cards there, and made by the United States Playing Card Company, or made in the United States of America there. So on the side, it has produced by Theory 11, designed in the UK. On this side, it's even got the Theory 11 logo on it. On the other side, it says the same thing, and it even has embossing on the side. The bottom of the tuck case has some information about Theory 11 because they produced the cards, and the artist, I believe. And then the back design is indicative of the back of the cards, where you've got the two globes, Contraband written on the sides there and the opposite side. You also have knives and arrowheads featured in here, just a lot of detail in that back design. Now the top has two knives, and in the middle there it says Carpe Diem. You still got that design going all the way through. The flap of the tuck case still has the gold embossing with the skull there, and the chains are continued onto the flaps even. On the inside of the tuck case, there's actually a Theory 11 encompass design, which goes throughout the whole tuck case, the inside, so that was a really nice feature that they added there. Now with the cards, what you get are, you get a ad card, and that's a better indication of the design that's inside the tuck case with the compass and the Theory 11. You also get a double backer. Now because I have a double backer here, we're going to go over the back design. And the back design is fantastic, guys, just beautiful work here. You've got two globes, you've got arrowheads featured there, knives going into the globes as well, there and there. You've got a compass on the side and sort of like a sundial there. It's just you've got a whole bunch of detail. You've got chains featured along the sides. You have to really have the cards in front of you to capture all the detail there, but just beautiful work on the back design. You'll also notice that they have thinner borders, which allows that back design to be full on the card. You get two jokers, and the jokers are pretty fantastic. They're compasses with a map in the background there, and they say Joker on the sides. Beautiful artwork on the jokers, and there they are. Now the one thing that I'm happiest about with this deck is the aces. Now all of the aces are beautifully made, custom design on all of the aces, just gorgeous. And I'm going to go through these a little bit slowly so you can see all of the detail on every one of the aces. The ace of spades isn't like the one that pops out in this design. All of the aces pop out in this design. So there are the aces. Now the court cards are actually customized too. Here are the court cards, guys. You've got a nice simplistic design, a lot of solid colors featured, but you still got detail in there as well. So you'll notice that there's still quite a bit of detail in the court cards, but there's also a lot of solid pattern, which makes the cards seem a little bit simpler, and I just really like that design. Now, all the pips are non-standard as well. You'll notice that the pips on all the cards, even the court cards, have a slight faded look, so it goes from a dark to a more faded in the center. Happens on all of the cards, and the font of the pips, so the numbers are a little bit different as well from your standard cards. So let's get into the handling of the deck. Now the deck handles alright. It's got standard bicycle stock, where that's what it feels like, and it's got a air cushion finish, where that's once again what it feels like to me. I was trying to do some research and they didn't say exactly what type of finish the cards had, but the edges of the deck are smoother than coming out of the box than a regular bicycle deck, so it does have a little bit of higher quality when it comes to the cut of the card, because the edges do feel smoother. These cards are very malleable, so that the stock is actually really soft, which allows it to be used for things like lapel spreads or Under Pressure by Dan and Dave. Any moves that require pressure, these cards are pretty good for, just because they're malleable. But at the same time, things like card cuts are tricky, because the cards do bend a bit, and they aren't that durable. So if you drop them, they'll bend a lot on the corners. Just overall, the deck isn't that durable because it feels like a softer stock. That being said, you can still handle them for different card cuts for sure, but it's just a little bit trickier. Definitely would recommend it though for your pressure moves. The things like fans and whatnot happen fine, just because the finish is just your standard linen or air cushion finish, like so. So you do get some pretty nice fans out of that. And all in all, the deck's really beautiful too, like just the way it looks in the fans, because you've got that thinner borders along the edges there. So all in all, if I had to rank this deck, I would probably give it a 7 out of 10. It loses points for the fact that the stock isn't that durable, but it gains points for the fact that it's the artwork is actually very good. Also, you can use it in Magic pretty easily, because the court cards are simple and whatnot, and it just looks good when you're doing Magic. The only thing is it loses versatility because everything's custom in the deck, so that is another reason why the deck loses a little bit of points. As much as I love all custom, it does make it a little bit tricky to do some Magic tricks. But things like palming your cards, doing Cardini changes, and your classic passes are actually made possible via the soft stock. So doing your things like your Cardini and classic changes are easy because the cards are malleable. So that is my ranking, guys, 7 out of 10. If you have any questions about this deck, feel free to leave them in the comment section below. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you later.